when I sat down, I actually had Caitlin Clark's mum sit directly next to me. And her whole family was there. Her dad was there, her brother was there. It was a whole bunch of other people, relatives, it looked like. So maybe like auntie and uncle, I'm not sure. Family, friends. But they definitely came to watch her play, and the expectation, I'm sure, was that she was playing.
Before we get started, subscribe to the channel. We're really close to 1K, and I'd really appreciate your support. Something subtle happened at an Indiana Fever game, and the cameras caught it before the internet did. Trainer Joe didn't head toward reporters or team officials. He went straight to Caitlin Clark's family section, where her parents were locked in on the court. In that brief walk across the arena, the mood shifted, and fans immediately sensed that this wasn't a routine in-game moment.
Came over to Caitlin Clark's mum, and he actually came over and was like, hey, and her mum said to him, how's she going? And he said, yeah. And then obviously they tried to speak discreetly next to me, but it was something along the lines of, she pulled up, saw this today, and we tried to see if she was all right, but we just made the decision to sit her out.
These are the people who were there long before the spotlight ever arrived. The family who drove her to early workouts, believed in her from the beginning, and watched her rise from a driveway in Iowa to the center of women's basketball. They came expecting to cheer her on, but instead, they were left watching their daughter sit on the bench.
Here we go again. Kelly Krauskopf, Amber Cox move right here. Doing a last-minute update. Caitlin Clark is not playing tonight. And I got to count my blessings that I was able to watch Caitlin Clark. I was able to get signatures, the whole everything with her. I got the Caitlin Clark experience twice this year. I feel bad for the fans that travel so far to go see her play, and they won't be able to see her tonight. And they pull the carpet underneath all those fans. This is wrong, guys. This is wrong. They should have had this update a day before or two.
To understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to understand who Caitlin Clark is. She has never been the kind of player built for the sidelines. Her game has always been defined by heavy minutes, constant pressure, and a non-stop competitive edge that refuses to slow down.
Caitlin, she is not going to be benched if she's not injured, or she's not going to do any damage to herself. She is a true competitor to her core. Seriously, this is Caitlin not playing. This is her wishing she was on the floor. This is her going, God, get me out there. She said recently, being on the bench, yes, she wants to be one of the best teammates she can in terms of being supportive, but God knows she does not want to be benched. She wants to be playing ball. She loves it more than...
Basketball isn't just part of Caitlin Clark's career, it's part of who she is. Even from the bench, you can see it in the way she watches every possession, tracks every movement, and stays physically ready to jump back in. Her family saw the same thing the camera saw. She looked ready, engaged, and desperate to be on the floor.
Please to let the Indiana Fever know I will walk. I will walk. Y'all get y'all stuff together. Stop putting your damn hands on me. Stop touching me. Stephanie White, get the hell out of my way on offense, or else I can take my talents elsewhere. I can go elsewhere. I can sell tickets out elsewhere. My fans already are starting to show up less and less because they don't trust y'all dealing with me.
Under the previous system, the formula was simple. Keep Caitlin Clark on the floor, and the entire arena came alive. She drove the offense, stretched defenses, created shots, and gave fans a reason to fill every seat. That became the standard. So when her minutes started shrinking in key moments, frustration replaced confusion because fans knew exactly what the team looked like when she was fully unleashed.
Caitlin from earlier, she didn't practice yesterday. Why was she not listed on the injury report, or why wasn't the injury report updated earlier today if she woke up with soreness in her back?
Well, not everybody that doesn't practice or gets a pro day is on the injury report, so that happens all the time. And she wasn't listed on the injury report earlier because we expected her to play.
And is she injured? I guess is a fair question. Is she injured, or is it something other than an injury?
Her back is sore. So if there's anything more detailed than that, that's the training staff.
Do you think the Fever could get fined for not listing her as on the injury report?
No.
Thank you.
The team's explanation is player protection and load management, especially after an injury-heavy season. On paper, that sounds reasonable. But basketball, especially for a point guard, depends on rhythm, chemistry, and flow. If a player keeps getting pulled just as she settles in, the offense never truly stabilizes, and the results begin to reflect that disruption.
Indiana Fever took on the Portland Fire, and there were about 35 people in attendance. Damn! Fans, if any fans were outside ready to show up, they turned their car around. If somebody was in the parking garage getting ready to pay the parking attendant, as they're handing over the cash, they're looking at their phone. Oh, Caitlin Clark's not playing. Hey, I'll take my cash back. Yeah, I'm not coming. Damn.
Now the attendance numbers are starting to tell the story out loud. Indiana has slipped to 5th in home attendance, a dramatic contrast to the surge that followed Clark's arrival. When fans know she's playing, the building fills up. When that certainty disappears, so does the trust. And for many people buying tickets, game night starts to feel more like a gamble than an event.
I was doing my reaction to the game. We witnessed in real time me seeing the attendance dropping to 14,500. And me going, that's the lowest attended game in the history of Caitlin Clark's arrival. That's nearly 3,000 empty seats. Fans are paying attention. Fans are unhappy. Look, Indiana Fever front office, leadership, meh. Herb Simon, Pacers organization.
Clark's impact goes far beyond her own stat line. When she stays on the floor for longer stretches, the entire team benefits. Defenses have to stretch, passing lanes open up, and the game becomes easier for everyone around her. You can tweak schemes all you want, but there's no substitute for giving a player like this the consistent minutes she needs to control the game.
You know the love was X-rated, that's how we made it. Drinking a balance of patience, watch how you take it. Can't keep no pictures, it's too dangerous. Up through that's raven. Took everything up for the taking, I couldn't save it. See red and blues, I hit the pavement. Got low, got vacant. She needed angles, I need angels.
You don't need a quote to know what Caitlin Clark is feeling. You can read it on her face. She has never been great at hiding competitive frustration, and when she's forced to watch from the bench, that intensity doesn't disappear. It just sits there, visible to her family, obvious to the crowd, and impossible for the cameras to ignore. Here's where the situation gets even more uncomfortable. While Clark's role keeps fluctuating, rival fan bases are watching closely. Every quiet arena, every reduced minute load, every visible moment of frustration becomes fuel for the argument that her hold on the spotlight is slipping. For critics who have been waiting for that opening, this has become the moment they think proves their point.
Actually surpasses LeBron James becoming the second best sales in jersey. And do you want to take a guess who number one is? Take a guess. Take a guess. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Steph Curry. Steph Curry. Steph Curry is number one. She has passed LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Victor Wembanyama. I'm not someone who is often left speechless. I'm really not. Anyone who knows me knows this about me. But I really think that we need to understand the magnitude of this moment.
But the actual numbers tell a completely different story. Caitlin Clark is still one of the biggest draws in all of basketball, ranking second in jersey sales across both the WNBA and NBA. The demand hasn't disappeared. Fans simply don't want to risk spending money on a game if they're no longer sure they'll get to watch her play.
She's on that till 2029. 2029.
Yeah,
Are
no,
you
that's
with
what
the
I'm
Fever
saying.
till 2029?
Hey, I love playing with you.
Yeah, well, I'm only signed till...
Yeah. Well, don't worry about that.
Well, next year.
Don't worry.
She said, well, hey, look, I'm only signed till next year. I love playing with you too, but I'm only signed till next year. You're here till 2029. I'm not necessarily, respectfully. You know what I mean? Listen, I think Caitlin Clark should hold off on re-signing with the Indiana Fever. If she's going to re-sign, you hold off to the very last minute. You hold they damn feet to the fire until they do right by you. hold their damn feet to the fire and you make them do right.
The larger truth is still the same. Caitlin Clark remains the face of the league. She changed attendance patterns as a rookie, remained the center of attention through injury, and still drives the biggest reactions in the sport even when she isn't being used to her full potential. Her family knows it, traveling fans know it, and every arena that fills up when she arrives knows it too.
Building at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The emptiest it's ever been in the Caitlin Clark era for the Indiana Fever. And I know what Slurp FC is gonna say. Oh, but it's a Wednesday. Oh, but it was hot outside. Oh, how can you expect it to be sold out every single night? Well, easily. When fans are interested, when fans are intrigued, when fans are excited to watch their favorite player play, you know what they'll do? They'll spend the $8 that's being charged to get into the building and watch their favorite.
The intent behind protecting her may be understandable, but when that strategy destroys rhythm, weakens the team, and leaves her family watching another benchside conversation, it stops looking like protection and starts looking like a problem. The answer is the one fans already know. Put Caitlin Clark on the floor, give her the freedom to run the game, and let the league's biggest attraction do what she does best.